Namaste Masters. Today, Bhagavad Gita session is going to be continued by Dr. Sarojini Madam. We welcome Sarojini Madam to take the session. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you, sir. My humble salutations to our Gurus, Jnana Brahma Swami Sundar Chaitanyanji, Dhyana Brahma Pitama Dr. Subhash Patriji, Gudakesha grandmaster Sri Prabodh Achyutha ji, Swadhyaya yogi Sri Pradeep Aniruddha ji, to our parents, to the organizing committee members Sri Suman ji, Jayashree Madam, Vidya Sagar ji, and to all the participant friends. Today, we are going to discuss about the Sankhya Yoga, because the Sankhya Yoga is a very important chapter. If we understand this chapter, so most of the things will be covered. That's why I'm taking a special attention on this Sankhya Yoga. So many points will be covered. We'll try to understand. Ya sarvatra nabhisnehaha tat tat prapya subhasubham nabhinandati nadvesti tasya prajna pratishtita. Here, that prajna pratishtita, prajna awareness, that's what we are learning in our Gudakesha meditation. We are trying to keep that awareness 24 hours, every minute it means. How can we retain that state? The person, because in our daily life, some instance takes place. Maybe it is proper or improper. We say good or bad. Happenings will be keep happening, and we will react to it. But a sthita prajna, the awareness is stable. So for a jnani, it doesn't disturb whether it has happened or not happened, whether it is a good or bad. Good and bad, from our point of view only we see. With our mind, we perceive things. So that time it happens. If I like, that is good. If I don't like, that is bad, I say. But Sthita Prajna does not react to these jewels. So another thing is abhisnehaha. Having friendship is okay, but we say thickest friend. In my childhood, we used to say thickest, very close friendship we have. That is a hindrance in spiritual progress. As long as we are in materialistic life, we are indulged in worldly affairs, that time we do not know why we are so close, what we share. But we come to know now the things which are we sharing is just simply about the materialistic world. We cannot elevate, but we have come into this stage now. For the elevation, we are all trying. So at that time, that whatever the friendships are there, little bit, just to share, not going deeper level into deeper levels. We have to give the time for our meditation, going into the deeper levels, not just to talk and share all the things. So when it is there, when bonding is very strong, it is very difficult to get rid of. So have it in a lighter level, not in a harder level. So when Sthita Prajna, he is free from all attachments. He knows what is required and what is not required. At that, he is into it, so he will be away from all these things. I am with my inner self. For that, I need time. I don't need the outside help. So another one is the sneha means oil also. So once we touch the oil, that stains will be retained on the cloth, on the hand also. We will rub it with the soap, but still the stains will be there. Like that only, the friendship. Anabhisneha, not abhisneha. So here, with this we have to understand, very strong bonding of friendship is not that much required because we have to elevate ourselves. Here, that's what we have to understand, whether it is a body, because body conscious, we are with the body conscious so much. That's why death we don't accept. We cannot digest death. So here, whether it is a body or a life, the Muni, the Sthita Prajna knows about this and keep away from all the attachments. And one more thing, our lifetime, this body is appeared, we have some lifetime. I mean, death also occurs. When birth happened, death also occurs. It is inevitable. We cannot separate these two. This also we have to understand. So the lifetime is there. Lesser time or more time, we do not know, but most of the time goes in waste. Sleeping, talking, and some other biological necessities we complete, those things. So when our body is only having a less time, where is the and every relation is with body only, because after appearing, this body is appeared on this earth, then relations started. But we are now understanding that body has a time limit. So how far reasonable to develop abhisneha towards those who are connected with us? So nothing can be achieved by developing the attachments with the perishable body too much. That is what in the sloka the Lord Krishna is telling us. And life itself is like a dream and a philosophical inquiry. Meaning now we are not having the knowledge of self. Once we have the knowledge of the self, all this will be diminished. Now we are thinking that everything is truth, but later we come to know the actual truth. Now whatever we are doing, it is related to relative truth. So Muni knows whether they are the children or the family members, though they are existing, but to some extent only they can help me, but not for all the time. So when I come to know that I am the soul, that these relations appears very meager. Though they exist, but it's like, for Muni, it is like non-existing. Because his thinking, his practice is totally different. I have to know about myself. If I keep engaged in other things, I will not be having time for myself. So I have to give time for myself to know about myself. So that's why don't develop too much attachment for the body relations. So there is a difference between the ordinary people and the Sthita Prajna. That we will see in the next sloka, which is very important. Key sloka is the Gudakesha tells about that, and based on this sloka, Yanisa Sarva Bhutanam Maitra Karuna Evacha Nirmamo Nirahang. Sorry. Yanisa Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagarti Sanyami Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani Sa Nisa Pasyate Mune Pasyato Mune Yanisa Sarva Bhutanam Tasyam Jagrati Sanyami. See here, day and night. Day means active life. Night means as a sleep, ignorance or ignorant life. We can compare in this way. So how we understand about this? What is the difference between an ajnani and jnani, or an ordinary person or sthita prajna? For all living beings, when it is night, for all living beings means we sleep at night. Night means sleeping time, that is. But at that time, the self-controlled yogi, those who have controlled his senses completely, he is wide awake. What we are doing in Gudakesha, we are trying to be in awakening state. That's why we are doing many sort of exercises in different patterns so that we keep ourselves awake. Without support meditation, closed eye meditation, open eye meditation, standing, sitting meditation, laughing meditation, of course in the daytime eating meditation and all those things. But nighttime we are trying to manage ourselves to be awake. That awareness program in which all living beings are awake, that time is night for introspective sage. So the other beings in the morning time, they'll be busy in their worldly affairs. That time, the Muni, he starts introspection. He will start looking at inside. That is called introspective stage. Means this stage is related to external ones. Night, day. Night means darkness, day means light. In the light we can see, we can understand. At night, we can't see and understand in a negative way also. Yesterday, in previous class, I discussed. Now we will move on. At night time, the darkness will be spreaded everywhere. We cannot see, we cannot understand. But a self-controlled person, he can perceive things into deeper levels. When ordinary people are not understanding that spiritual knowledge, those who are having spiritual knowledge, they can understand in a better way. As the knowledge is increasing, our understanding by day, it becomes better. So at that time, self-controlled yati is able to perceive things and the deeper things also he can understand. For normal people, this world appears as truth. Whatever I see, I feel that it is correct. It is truth. Because my knowledge is limited. I am not knowing about myself completely. Just body and mind only I know. At times I work with the intellect. So whatever they are experiencing, that they feel that it is truth. Now we Gudakeshas, we know very well. This is only a relative truth. We have to go beyond to this level. We have to increase our conscious levels. For that, we are all trying. But a self-controlled yogi, like Prabodh sir, he knows many things. That's why he gives many tips to us to increase our conscious levels. For a self-controlled person, the whole world looks like almighty. Every cell is, in every cell, the almighty is there. Without the almighty, the cell cannot be produced. That knowledge they will have. So the world is nothing but the almighty for them. But for us, it is a normal thing. That almighty, we do not know. So we think that here and there, we search in the temple, in the Punya Kshetra. Why do we go to all those places? So that we will be able to understand about it. Every cell is Paramatma, his creation. The form is like body appears. This world is also appearing. Behind this, who is the basis? Almighty is the basis, who is not appeared before us. That's why we are trying to see the appearance here and there. But the entire universe is the Almighty only. But we should have that knowledge. So self-controlled, Jnani will perceive the self, and then he can see within me only that Almighty is there. They say Arjuna Tishtati, but still it takes time to understand about it. And then whatever we think we are enjoying a lot, but it is temporary. Our enjoyment part, ordinary people's enjoyment is temporary. Because it is based on body level, mind level, and intellect level. But Sthita Prajna is adorned with transcendental effulgence. His level and our levels are totally different. And ordinary people cling to desires. I have to fulfill this desire. I want this. I want a house. I want a job. I want marriage. I want children. Like that, we cling to desires. But for a yeti who renounces all desires, because he is not conscious of desires only. All fulfilled it is, we can say. All desires are fulfilled because he has reached to that state. Desireless, we can say, but still he is having desires which is for the welfare of the entire universe. He also has the desires. Yesterday we discussed our grandmaster Prabodh sir is going from place to place like Shankaracharya. Pitama Patriji moved from place to place to establish this meditation. Now, Gudakesha grandmaster Prabodh Achyutha is moving from place to place to take it into higher levels of meditation. Why they are moving? They also have desire, but their desire is totally different. Ours is selfish. Ordinary people's desires are selfish motive, but an self-controlled person moves for to elevate everyone. His interest is everybody should have that blissful state. For that, they are trying. Everybody should have that blissful state, should enjoy this life. We are Ananda Swarupa. We have to remain in a blissful state. For that, they teach the techniques. So differences between having a knowledgeable person and then an ajnani, how we behave, how we act, and how a saint or a jnani, a sthita prajna, is a state. So we can relate with the crow and an owl also. Crow can see in the morning time, that is day, but owl can see at night, that is day for an owl. So here, the dual world appears as truth. Whatever for an ordinary people, whatever they see, and these dualities also are come under truth only, according to them. But the says is resplendent in Advaita Anubhuti, in oneness. Prabodh says, share your energies and oneness, oneness, oneness. Whenever the time comes, he expresses that oneness. So we have to be in that state, oneness state. We Gudakeshas are trying to have that state, be into that state. So this is the Advaita Anubhuti. Advaita means no duality, that oneness. Ekathva, that is what our mission is for. We all should be in Ekathva Sthiti. Our name is also, before it was Gudakesha, now Ekathva is added. So we are traveling into oneness. From duality to oneness. Our goal is to reach, be into oneness. So this is the glory of Atma Jnani, or knowledge about the self, we can say that. So a yogi, one who has attained this wisdom, who has renounced his karmas, that sthiti is samadhi, sthiti, samabuddhi, samasthiti, means where samadhanam is also, we can say, all the answers are there within them. For a jnani, any question you ask, they will have the answer. So that is samadhi, samasthiti. It happens naturally because they have tried all this, what we are trying now, what practices we are doing now, already they have practiced and they attain that state. They are the knowledgeable persons, knowledge about the self, complete knowledge. They have purnatva. So for them, purnamadaha purnamidam, purnat purnam udachyate, purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avashishyate. This is a beautiful sloka. Whenever there is a spiritual classes are there, they end with this, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamadaha. There also, Purnatva, completeness. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam. Here also completeness, the fullness, we can say. If you take out something, like in the ocean, if you take out some water, there won't be any change. If you pour some water, there won't be any change. The state, undisturbed state, we can say this. A jnani, it is this state. Nothing can disturb their state of oneness. So this is they have all the desires were fulfilled. All answers are there. They remind themselves in a calm state. Standstill state. Quietness. We are trying. So automatic means they have tried all these things. Now they are in that state. we are trying, definitely we'll reach our goal. So here, whose prajna is stable, whose joy is in constant flow, blissful state. Grandmaster Prabodh sir has told us in the second year of his meditation, he just experienced the state for a few minutes. Then onwards, he tried, I have to experience that state. It took 10 years for him. Though it took 10 years, but now at any time he can go into it, he can dive into it, and he can come out of it. Whenever he wants, it is under his control. That blissfulness, he is into blissful state, but for our purpose, he comes out of, and then he teaches us, he trains to us to elevate that state. So at that time, he gives a break. Please, he can give a break and he can take. So that is the state he attained. So that's why he is able to teach us all those techniques. For whom the world is not in his memory. He doesn't keep anything in their mind. Or that at that time this happened, this time. Only when the time comes, definitely they will memorize it and they will tell us. But everything like that, we can relate it, thoughtless state and deep sleep state. Nothing will be there. So that blissfulness is there. Like that, they will be in that state always. In the Vivek Chudamani, it is said, this state is called Jivan Mukta. The person who attains the state, Jivan Mukta. And here we have to understand who has given up all desires. So where the desires come from? From the mind. For a normal person, this desire, that desire. But here only one desire, Loka Kalyana Bhavana. For the welfare of the entire universe. Whatever they do, whatever they speak, for the entire universe, that should be used for. So Jivan Mukta here means when in the state, like our Prabodh sir, or Pradeep sir, so they are Jivan Muktas, they have attained the state. When we are alive, we are relieved from all bondages. We are in Mukta state. That is liberated soul, we can say. They have attained salvation. But we have this body. We have to carry on. There is a death. Dharma of body is there. Death is there for everyone. Till then, what we have to do? We have to teach like this. Deha Mukti. Till then, we will be carrying all activities. But that is not for self. That is for entire universe. So Deha Mukti, Videha Mukti. Two things are there. When in this body we have to attain the state of salvation, liberate our soul, and we are in soul conscious level. But we have a body, mind, and everything. We have to do activities for everyone to elevate. We have to help everyone to elevate. So one day or the other, that dharma will take place. Body dharma is death, takes place. We don't have to wait. We don't have to think of that death. So they carry out these activities, Loka Kalyana activities they take. And then they all help us to elevate ourselves. So Lord Krishna is concluding the second chapter of Sankhya Yoga, saying that, hey Arjuna, this is only Brahmi Sthiti. Or Brahmanistha, we can say. When we become the Purna Brahma, where is that other than I? We always claim that I am this, I am that, this is mine, that is mine. I claim on everything. But when I come to reach this state, Purna state. So where is the other thing? Anya Chintana, Ananya Chintana. Ananya Bhakti we say. Anya Chintana means we are indulging in worldly matters. Ananya Bhavana means only everything is Paramatma. Everything is God. Everything is Almighty. So I am Atma Brahma. I realized already. That is everywhere. Sarvatma, Punatma, Sadatma, Nityatma. I come to understand. Everywhere that same energy flows, same conscious. So I is not there. The real I is the soul, but I always say with body level. As long as I am ignorant, I am related to the body. The Atma Bhavana I will have. When I realized the soul level, soul conscious, I am with the soul conscious. So that whoever is separated from the attachments and the egos, mamakara, ahankara, that sthiti is called sthita prajna. There are no dualities. Raga, dvesha, ahankara, mamakara, all those are completely diluted. We are detached from that stage. So this is called Jivan Mukti. Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Nainam Prapya Vimuyati Stitva Syam Antakalepi Brahma Nirvanam Rushchati. Esha Brahmi Sthiti. This is only Brahmi Sthiti. Purna Jnani, Purna Brahma, Purna Atma. We are all, as long as I don't realize myself, I am Amshatma. Then afterwards, I become the co-creator. Arjuna says, whoever attains this state will not be infatuated. Because of the infatuation, because of the ignorance, I do indulge in materialistic, worldly affairs. When I am knowing about my state of this soul, then I don't go back into the body conscious. Though I have the body, mind, intellect, everything I'll carry out the activities also, but the sense will be different. The feeling will be different. Before, selfish motive. Now, for everyone. For the entire universe, I work for. So that the state, that sthiti has changed. At the time of death, it is like our feeling, roasted seeds will not be sprouted. All our feelings will be roasted seeds. My people, I have to help these people. I have to help those people. No, to everyone I have to help. There is no my, mine, and you are separate. No duality. I have reached to above this state. The Sthita Prajna remains in that Brahma state, soul level conscious. He is in brahmananda sthiti. This experience, this Swarupa Jnanam, what I am the soul. I am Atma Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi. This is called, means experiencing that spiritual knowledge. Knowledge should become wisdom. That is Sankhya. Sankhya Yoga we are discussing, dealing with Sankhya Yoga. So what is that Sankhya? Means realizing myself. That I'm the soul. I'm the Atma. This Atma is only Brahma. Aham Brahma Asmi, Tattvamasi, Tat. That Brahma is you. You also Brahma. I am also Brahma. Everywhere it is. So first we have to learn Karma Yoga, how our karmas should be united with the God. Because we have to cleanse our antakarna, cleanse our mind, because mind is contaminated before. Now we are trying to clean up that mind. So for antakarna shuddhi, all the activities we have to do, but not with selfish motive. Nishkama karma, here it is introduced. All karma should be in the state of nishkama bhavana, selfless bhavana, selfless feeling. We will become karma yogi. So as the moment I become karma yogi, that knowledge, spiritual knowledge, I can grasp easily. The Guru, whatever the Guru gives knowledge, easily I grasp everything and slowly I elevate myself with the Guru's teachings. And time to time, Guru will correct us. So, when Arjuna asked question, how does the Prajna state, how does he talk, how does he move? So, all this, when he asked the question, by the way of answering, the ways and means of attaining self-knowledge, all these things were taught, whatever we have learned in this. The entire science of Vedanta was invented in Sankhya Yoga. The blissful state. Already we have discussed about this. The Advaita Anubhuti we have to experience. So this is where it is. When I realize myself that I am the soul, so where and when? Everywhere it is. Maybe before, when the sadhaka state, it is a time bound. But it is not time bound or place bound. Desataha, kalataha, vastutaha, aparishinaha. Now, before it is, you and I are different. Segregation, parishinaha. Now, aparishinaha, Ekathva state. We do prayers. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. All lokas, all the planets, wherever there are so many lokas, everybody should be in a blissful state. That is the level of our prayer. That is a conscious level increased to, it reached to all planets. It is not limited to self. Just before self means selfish motive. But now it is reached to the highest level. When I realize that everything, everywhere, everlasting, all pervading, that the qualities of that Almighty, the unbroken, akhanda, Aatma. So Aatma is where means everywhere. Before I was not able to see that. I used to be in search of that. Where is the God? Where is the God? Now it is everywhere. Akhanda Atma, unbroken. Akhanda Bharat, we say. Recently we celebrated. It's like Sri Rama Jayanti. Everywhere, in every place, everybody is excited to celebrate. We can see that oneness feeling. This is only Brahmi Sthiti. Everybody comes with that feeling. All experience together merged in this, in a harmonious way. Akhandaika Rasanubhuti. This was the state. Avyayananda Sthiti. The more you experience, the more it becomes more and more. See, if we spend money, the diminishing will be there. But here, like as you start teaching, you get more knowledge. I learn, and knowledge will be increasing. Teaching is nothing but learning. When everybody becomes a teacher, that is Guru, he has experienced that the truth. The Guru is a Satya Drashta. Guru. Gu means darkness, means ignorance. Ru means Nivarana, removal of ignorance he does in us. I am still ignorant. So Guru comes and tries to remove that ignorance. Yeah, you are not the body, you are not the mind, you are the soul. That is what in Nirvana Shakam, Adi Shankaracharya says. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham. Aham na. Manas, man, buddhi, chittam. I am not the one. Then what I am? Chidananda Rupam, Sivoham, Chit Ananda Rupam. Chit means knowledge. Knowledge about the self. Then you are in a blissful state. When you know about yourself, when you have the knowledge about the self, that blissful state you attain. Sivoham, Aham Shiva. Shiva means Mangala Swarupa. The Prabodh teaches Divya Mangala Drusti. Wherever you see, your Drusti reaches to many places. Your feelings reaches to many places. The energy only in this universe, everything is energy. That's conscious levels. So wherever your energy goes, there it should be divinity. That is Divya Mangal Drusti. One of the technique in Gudakesha we learned. A river becomes ocean. I am experiencing that oceanic state. I am not the river. River means small, moving. Finally reaches the ocean. So like that, we also from selfish to self. The journey is aham eva, aham, I only. I before body level, now the I is soul level. Aham eva, aham. The state is moving into the ocean of the self-knowledge. So after getting up from sleep, so whatever we have seen in the dreams, those situations will not disturb us. Now also this is Jnanodayam. When we get the knowledge, the sun rises. Here knowledge, I had this knowledge. So my inner self, the before selfishness, now I am the self everywhere, that Almighty. So a state of no return. Whoever reaches the state, Brahmistiti, there is no way back, no return from there. Yadgatva na nivartante taddam paramam mama. In 15th Purushottam Prapti Yoga, Lord Krishna says, whoever reaches to this state, they will not go back into this birth-death world. If I come back onto this earth for some purpose, to fulfill, work is one, the purposes are three, it will be fulfilled. Paritranaya sadhunam, vinasaya dusktam, dharma samsthapanarthaya, sambhavami yuge yuge. For that reason I come. I try to help people. I established dharma, re-establishing dharma. I come back. Tadatmanam sujamyaham yada yada hi dharmasya glanir-bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamyaham. So if there is any purpose to establish dharma, I'll come back. This happens every yuga. Yuga means so much time. Whenever it is requirement is there, I come back onto this earth for that, to fulfill that purpose. That is a jnani state. For 1 minute, we just close our eyes, observe our breath with a sweet smile. Thank you, friends. Just a few minutes, we conclude this. So this Brahmi Sthiti neither arises in time nor dissolve in time. Once it comes, it remains forever. So this state can be attained at any age, at any stage, anywhere. As I said, now time bound is not there, place bound is not there, object bound, nothing is there. If it happens to any person, he is not an ordinary person. He shines as a Brahma, self-effulgent. So everyone can attain this state. That is what, even in the last minute, if you try to realize with strong determination, you can do that practice and you can be relieved. At which time, what time, no time bound. So only thing, our determination, strong willpower is required to attain this. One should have this the jignasa, to know about this knowledge, and discriminatory power only, because what I require in my lifetime, what is required, that we should have that discriminatory power, because we have given intellect. For that reason only, intellect is given as a gift from the Almighty to us. We have to use that discriminatory power. We should use our intellect and know about the requirement and act accordingly. And dispassion, what is required, why everything is not required to us. All the things are not required. There are many things we indulge by not knowing. We indulge in many things. But if I come to know what is required for me, and if I try for that, definitely everybody can attain this state. That is what the promise from the Lord Krishna, the Almighty, I can say. Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Ananya chintayanto mam. Ananya chintana. Anya chintana is about worldly affairs. Ananya chintana means about the Almighty. How can I unite with the God? How can I know about the God? Knowing about the self is only knowing about the God. Tesham nityabhiyuktanam. Whoever is with me, I take care of them. Yogakshemam vahami aham. Their yogakshema, I will take care of their yogakshema. They don't have to think of themselves, because they don't think of them. Who is in sthita prajna, he is in that state. He doesn't want anything for self. So a person should have an optimistic outlook, enthusiasm, and interest to know about this, know about the Almighty. That is very important. So just with one small story, we will conclude this session. An emperor, Khatvanga, is an emperor. Daivasur Sangrama always takes place. So Devatas, the gods, have come and asked his sought his help. Then Khatvanga emperor stood for the side of gods and he fought for them. They won the battle. Then after the winning the battle, all the gods were pleased with the heroism of Khatvanga emperor, and then they requested him to ask for a boon. Then he said suddenly, very surprising thing, this is very strange, very mysterious. Then Khatvanga emperor asked, so when is my time of death? Please let me know. So all were surprised. What is this request? What is he asked? We asked him for a boon. Everybody asked something else, but he asked in a different way. Immediately, with their clairvoyance, ability of clairvoyance, they have seen and said, 40. The Muhurta Kala is there. Muhurta Kala means 48 minutes. That much is there for the death is nearing to you. Immediately, what he did, a very strange, mysterious thing. Immediately he left everything, means he separated he just sat there, merging into trying to merge with the Almighty. Just Ananya Bhavana. Nothing, because he is an emperor, so many things, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have no time for this. But immediately, so readiness we should have. We have to adopt this readiness. He was completely ready. The moment they said 48 minutes, he renounced himself. Parichat Maharaj, the time is given 7 days, but for Khatvanga Emperor, 48 minutes were only there. He renounced himself. So we have completed this Sankhya Yoga. Om Tat Sat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishnarjuna Samvade Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyodhyaya. So this golden opportunity is given by the Ekathva Gudakesha platform designed by Gudakesha grandmaster Sri Prabodh Achyutha ji and Sri Pradeep Aniruddha ji. I am very thankful to them, for the organizing committee members, and then parents, and then participant friends, and for this knowledge, time, technology, for everything, whoever is involved in this. I am very thankful to each and everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Vidyasagar ji. Special thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Thank you for your wonderful session. Yeah, thank you. Masters, if you have any questions or feedback, please, if you want to express, please raise your hands. I will unmute.
We'll do meditation, sir.
Okay, madam. Madam, you are on mute.
Yes. Friends, cross your legs. Keep your hands together with gentle smile. By closing our eyes, we will observe our breath. Keep your hands on your eyes. Slowly, slowly, with a gentle smile, we can open our eyes. And if possible, we can, if you can put your videos on, we can have our Divya Mangala Drusti. We can share our energies with each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all, masters. I am ending session for today. Thank you, everyone.